Like if I am coming into a business, my first thing I will do is to study the whole business. I mean, the people who were in this business earlier, before this, and what they did. And which means both their strengths and weaknesses to say. And once understanding that, it tries to factor in those things, not to repeat the same mistakes. And also an understanding of the policing methods which actually manage to make that happen. I mean, finish them off, either make them inactive or being in jail. So he understands that even those methods, so they also he factors in. And the third point is, anybody who comes into a business will obviously have a motive. Is it for money? Is it for fame? Or is it for some other objective, which also could new compared to what is seen in the earlier gangster genre films. Now the primary difference in Satya 2, I believe, compared to any other film made in this genre, including both by me and many other great filmmakers, all of them have been referenced from existing gangsters of that period or who happened to be there a long time back and things like that. Whereas Satya 2 is a futuristic gangster that's not in science fiction. Like he could come tomorrow. I mean, right now he could be out there thinking and just trying to study. So obviously he will be educated, he will be more composed, he won't be like a Mawali, he won't be like an aggressive guy who will just lose his temper at the drop of a hat. He'll be more of a thinker than anything else, to put it a better word. So in sum total, I would think if I was, if for the last 15 years I did a tremendous study of both the criminal psychology and the policing methods, and I did that for getting subject matters, and I did that for creating characters out of real life references. But what if the same study was being done by a guy out there whose purpose is not to become a filmmaker, but he wants to become a gangster? So that's, I think, what the newness of the concept of the film. Now I just want to show a few scenes from the film, very short scenes which are not coming in a flow, but it should probably give a clear-cut idea of the concept of the film. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is obviously quite a historic moment, because when you get an SMS invitation from Ram Verma that he's throwing a party for a film, it has to be historic because he never ever does something like this. But I'm happy that we are here today. I've always believed that Ram Verma is someone that has, in a sense, revolutionized the kind of films that we've been watching. A new thought, a new visual, a new approach. And I'm certain that with what we've seen, the little that we've seen today, that gives a lot of hope for what we can expect in the future as well. I used to think that the number of films that I've done with a particular director was my godfather, and took a lot of care in me, Mr. Rishikesh Mukherjee, who we lost some years ago. But I was just wondering the other day, who else has made the largest number of films, and it turned out to be Ram Verma. I'm very delighted that he has invited me today. I've always believed that he has a very intelligent mind. He thinks very fast, he thinks very quickly. If you have a suggestion to make, before you can even finish your suggestion, he knows exactly what you want or what you desire. I'm impressed by the way he conducts himself on set. I love the way he creates a relationship between actors and colleagues. I love the way that he enters the minds of the actors that work with him. to be able to understand, to give them an opportunity to express themselves and to reach areas which perhaps sometimes we are unaware of. And that really is his quality. It is his inherent intelligence that has made him what he is today. And I think that what is really to be appreciated is the fact that somebody who has never ever trained in filmmaking can turn out something like this year after year, film after film. That is a lot of credit to you, Ramu, and may you continue to do such good work in the future as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sakar. See, Amiji made an interesting comment just now, the fact that I have been trained as a director, not worked as an assistant under any director, but all my training actually happened in the long queues I was standing outside to watch Amitabh Bachchan films. That's about the only thing entire thing about cinema I learned from just watching him on screen, whether it be performances or the sincerity or just to make me as an audience completely forget that I'm actually watching a film, and it transported me onto this whatever emotions he was going through at that time in the film, maybe be it love or rage, or of course the famous angry young man aspect of it. So when I was making Sarkar, my biggest dream was I wanted to make a film with Amitabh Bachchan, and that's the only reason I became a director to start with. And so by the time I could manage to reach him and whatever he was doing, when I said, Vijay, I want to make this film. It is loosely inspired from Godfather, maybe the same plot, but I want to set in a milieu which is more identifiable, and that's how Sarkar happened. And he asked me, well, where do you want to shoot this? I said, your face is the location, there's no other location in the film. I think Sarkar, I would like to think is the only film probably I shot in the least number of days in my career. And Mr. Bachchan will tell this himself. I think I just shot with him for 9 or 10 days in the entire film. That's because, like I said just now, it's just his close-ups. The film is nothing but Amitabh Bachchan's close-ups. And whatever the story is or anything is just being conveyed through just a gesture and expression or in the tone of the voice. And of course, after that, whatever other films I made with him continuously made me grow, apart from the growth I already had when I was standing in lines, queues, trying to buy the tickets for his films, and then of course working with him and knowing him as a person for these many years. I just want to thank you, Amilji, for what you've done to my life.
Gentlemen, for being here to show your love and support for Satya too. It's my first film, and it's very special to me. The first time I met Mr. Ram Gopal Verma, and sir narrated me this character, and I was taken aback, and I was thinking for 2 hours that this kind of a character can exist, or somebody can create this kind of a character, because as an actor I've not seen this kind of a character ever, not I have read or even thought something like this. The best part what Ramuji did, his understanding of cinema, his understanding of human life, his understanding of human psychology, it's beyond I have ever win anybody. So he understood, and the challenge for me was to understand his vision, the way he wants to see this character in front of the camera, and to project it to the best of my abilities. So I hope I have done a decent job, and I hope you're going to like the film on 25th of October. Thank you for being here.
Good evening. It's really nice to. I'm really nervous right now, honestly, because we have such big people here, and I'm really nervous to talk anything. I'm very speechless. All I can say is thank you all for coming here today, and I hope you all enjoy the film when you watch it. Thank you so much. And Satya 2 is my first film, and I'm playing a character of a struggling actress and who comes to Bombay and gets into trouble. This is my character, and this film is releasing on 25th of October. I hope you guys like the film, and thank you. I would like to thank all of you for coming here and giving such a nice response to us. Thanks a lot.
See, difference ये है कि अगर से सत्या at the point of time 15 साल पहले the situation of the underworld was very different, और जिस उस वक्त का जो एक आदमी एक ट्रेन से उतरा उसके साथ क्या हुआ है वो पॉइंट है, और आज की डेट में मैं नहीं समझता हूँ कि अंडरवर्ल्ड का इफेक्ट उतना नहीं जितना एटलीस्ट कंपेरेबल टू जिस वक्त था. सो मेरा मतलब है कि सिचुएशन बदल गया. तो आज की डेट में कोई दूसरा एक लड़का आता है और उसको एक प्लान है कोई नया अंडरवर्ल्ड बनाने के लिए, वो क्या कर सकता है और क्या करेगा, ये सोच से मैंने बनाई सत्या 2. सी व्हेन आई यूज दैट वर्ड, मेरा पॉइंट है कोई भी एक काम करता है. सो एंड इफ सपोज वी अ पर्सन, फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम ए डायरेक्टर फॉर 20 years, इफ आई एम नॉट मेकिंग एनीथिंग, सो यू विल थिंक आई रिटायर्ड. मेरे पास और एक फिल्म बनाने का कैपेबिलिटी है या नहीं वो अलग बात है. अगर मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ तो फॉर ऑल पर्पसेस आई एम रिटायर्ड. वो थॉट से अगर ये कैरेक्टर ऐसा सोचता है, ये कैरेक्टर स्टडी कर रहा है कि दाऊद इब्राहिम ने कुछ नहीं कर रहा है और कोई भी दूसरा है, ये इसका सोच है. अपना पिक्चर में जो कैरेक्टर है उसका सोच है, उसी के लिए तो प्रोमो में वो डायलॉग आता है. नहीं ऐसे वैसे कोई किसी को भूलेगा नहीं. द पॉइंट इज सी इवेंचुअली मैंने किसी को बनाने के लिए कोई फिल्म नहीं बनाया, किसी को ब्रेक देने के लिए मैंने नहीं बनाया फिल्म. सिर्फ उन लोगों को इस्तेमाल करने के लिए मेरे सब्जेक्ट के हिसाब से, कैरेक्टर के हिसाब से मैंने उसको इस्तेमाल किया. और फिल्म ख़त्म होने के बाद वो लोग कुछ करते मैं कुछ करता हूँ. और कभी कभी if at all there is a need, I want to approach the same actor or same technician, I will do it all the time.
Not exact this character. That's what, if you have seen the promos and whatever the rush is, you know, it's not a gangster kind of thing. His look is different. The things what he does, the way he functions, it's different. So yeah, you'll come to know exact thing on the 25th of October.
Did you watch the first Satya? Did you take some inspiration from it?
Not
met someone? How did you get about going with your own?
Not I haven't seen the film after signed this thing, because you know एक specific subconsciously आपके दिमाग में रह जाता है वो कैरेक्टर जो आप देखते हैं. ये टोटली अलग कैरेक्टर था. सो आई वर्कड ऑन इट. रामू जी ने जितना भी उनका एक्सपीरियंस है और उनका जो विजन है इस किरदार को लेकर, वो उन्होंने मुझे क्लियर बताया, एंड माई थिंग वो कि मैं उसे ढंग से प्रोजेक्ट कर पाऊँ कैमरा के सामने.